Yo, it's your boy 30, man. We back with another video. If you're new, hit the subscribe button, smash the like button as always. Let's get into the recap, man. Big night yesterday, went 4-1. I think we went 3-1 on the straight bets. Then the parlay I gave y'all cash, so I'll take that. Bro, I was so surprised that Saquon didn't get 11 receiving yards. Like, if you would have asked me, besides the interceptions, what was the most confident pick, it would have been Saquon getting 12 receiving yards or 11 receiving yards, over 10.5 receiving yards. But it worked out. We went 3-1, and we hit the parlay, so I ain't tripping. Bro, what's funny is that, bro, I was watching the Commanders game, and honestly, no lie, yesterday, y'all, when I made my video, I honest to God wanted to take the Commanders. I think they was underdog by like 3, so I could have got them at like 6 or 7. Because, bro, I'm like, we really gonna think Baker Mayfield gonna lead a team to win a game just because they home. Like, I really thought the disrespect was on the Commanders, but I ain't want to get caught up in no weird stuff, so I just said, let me just stay away from that. Take Jaden Daniels under interceptions, and then take him over to get rush. He had like 8 rushing carries in the first half. I knew that was a lot. Like, I knew that was a super lot. So I think he ended up with like 13, 14. The parlay cash, Bills money line, Eagles money line, Jalen Hurts no interception. Honestly, I could have took Josh Allen, but I told y'all I was scared, man. And I'm definitely not taking him next week against Ravens to not throw a pick. But I don't want to jump ahead, yeah, man. But everything cash yesterday except for that one pick. But we back at it, man. Back to the winning streak. Today I got a couple NBA props. I got an NBA money line, and I'm trying to think, do I got an NBA under? I thought I had an NBA under, but I think I changed it because I saw something I didn't like. But yeah, man, let's get into the picks for the day. First two picks of the day in the same video. We got the Wizards and the Timberwolves, right? So this is my thinking, right? The Timberwolves, they lost a tough game against Memphis last game with Jadam. They only lost by 2. Ant didn't really play his best game, and Ant didn't hit one single 3. So you can guess where I'm going with this. They lost by 2. Ant didn't play his good game. He's gonna come out hungry against the Wizards and slaughter them. So for one, we taking the Minnesota Timberwolves minus 12. I think the line is at like 14.5. It might be 15, but I bumped it down to be a little safe. So I'm taking Timberwolves minus 12 against the Wizards. They should beat the Wizards by 15 or more, easy. Especially after losing last game, playing one of the worst teams in the league. They're gonna come on here and just get their bully on and just destroy them. So in that same game, right? I just mentioned to y'all that I'm putting the screenshots of how Ant played. I think Ant ended up with like 15 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist. So he really didn't come nowhere near his season average on the points, rebounds, and assists. But we're going to take Ant over 37.5 points, rebounds, and assists tonight. I think he comes out with a point to prove. He has a big game and he plays tough. And I honestly think we know Ant gets up at least 5, 6 threes a game. He didn't hit 1 3. So for him not to hit 1 3, and honestly, he had 15 points. He had 7 points from the free throw line. So think about it. So he really only had about 8 points in real time if you take away the free throw. So I think he comes out ultra aggressive. We can see Ant score 20, 16, 17, 18 in the first half. I see him going crazy, but we got him with the points, rebounds, and assists. So I think he have an overall good game. But yeah, man, him not hitting no threes is like, it's got to be a telltale sign that he's going to at least hit, what, two or three threes a night? He's going to hit 2 threes no matter what. So we're going to take Timberwolves minus 12 against the Wizards. And then we also going to take, losing my mind. We're also going to take Anthony Edwards over 37.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Let's get to the next one. The next pick, we got the Raptors at the Warriors, right? So the Warriors, I think they're like 5.5 point favorites. And real quick, just a side note, I almost took the under in this game, but I just felt like Toronto Raptors, bro, a lot of times when I bet under this season, they games that went over because, yeah, they don't score a lot, but they so sorry defensively. They give up so many points. So I just know how the Warriors can get with Steph back tonight, jacking up threes, Buddy Hield. It can get crazy. So I want to leave the total alone, but I almost took the under in that game. But what I did was I took the Warriors. The line is at 5.5. I took the Warriors minus 3.5. I think they clear this line easy. I think Steph's back tonight. They just got beat by Indiana the other night. I think they come in and have a strong Warriors win. They got Wiggins. They got everybody playing tonight. This should be a lot. They honestly should win by 10 or more, but we know how the Warriors, how inconsistent they've been. But against anybody else, I'd be kind of skeptical. But I really like this spot against the Raptors. I think Steph comes back tonight, have a big game, and they win this game. So we're going to take Warriors minus 3.5. And, bro, I really almost took the under in this game just because I feel like I got such a good grasp on NBA over-unders. But I just left it alone. We're going to take Warriors minus 3.5 against the Raptors. Let's get into the next one. Our next pick, we're jumping over to the Lakers and Spurs. But don't worry. You know I don't bet on my favorite team, and we're not touching AD. All we're going to do, we're going to take Rui Hachimura over 15.5 points, rebounds, and assists, right? So check this out. The last 2 games for sure, Rui has not crossed this line, went over this line. But on the season average, he averages over this line. And if you go back and watch the game, he missed a lot of shots. He could have got second chance rebounds. He just didn't get. Like, I go back and watch the game and kind of see, because like I heard somebody say something I've been sticking with for a long time. It's not so much about how many assists he had last game, just using that example, just the assist stat. It's not about how many assists. It's about how many potential assists. Or his teammate, who normally knocks down 2 or 3 threes, missed 4 shots, 4 catch and shoots. That's 4 assists he could have got. So it's not always his fault, which is another reason why I don't always like to take one single prop, points or assists or rebounds. I'd rather take the whole thing, that if he's not shooting too well, he can back it up on a rebound or get more assists. So, and honestly, Rui could catch fire tonight. You know how Rui is. So, but most people think this game is like blowout potential. They got the Lakers like minus like 3, I think. And then I heard some people say they're going to blow them up. But let's be real. Lakers are my team. Who do we ever blow out? Let's be, maybe sometimes, but with Wemby, no. The Spurs play tough. They play tough. They play tough. If anything, I would also took the Spurs like plus 10 or plus 9, but I just left it alone. I just took Rui over 15.5 PRA. I think this game goes down to the wire. And y'all know the truth, man. Much as I hate to say it, Lakers could lose this game. It's just what it is. Even with LeBron, even with AD, we just suck defensively. For JJ Redick to be all about shooting threes and defensively, we hit threes at an okay clip, but we can't guard nobody. We can't stop a nosebleed, man. But so I think this game goes down to the wire. I think Rui plays 30+ minutes. That's nothing. His last 2 games, he hasn't played 30 minutes, which I'm always paying attention to. But we're taking Rui Hachimura over 15.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Let's get into the next. We're at the part of the video where we throw out this 3-leg parlay. As y'all know, disclaimer, 30 always said, I'm not big on the parlays. I prefer the straight bet, but I saw a request I thought was a good idea. Somebody was like, just give a parlay at the end of each video, a little 3-leg, little 2 or 3 leg, something to be nothing crazy, just a little 2 or 3 leg. So for this one, we're jumping over to NFL football, right? So let me just say this. I think the Vikings got embarrassed against Detroit Lions. And as much as I would like to think that the Rams are going to come in there and play super tough, which they might play tough, but Vikings defense is so elite, man. I just don't see, with all the stuff that's going on with mentally and the players of the LA Rams, you're talking about the fire, just so much going on. Just a short week. They even playing in Arizona. Just so much going on. It's a lot to take in. And I already thought Vikings would win this game. So what I'm going to take, and we parlay, remember this 3-leg parlay. We're going to take Sam Darnold on the 0.5 interceptions. Even last week, as worse as they played, he didn't throw a pick against Detroit. He didn't throw a pick against the Rams early this season when they played them. I like Sam Darnold on the 0.5 interceptions. I expect the Vikings to be winning the game. They should be running the ball more, getting the clock out. I think that the Vikings win this game, honestly, but I'm going to take Sam Darnold under 0.5 interceptions. And also on the parlay, we parlaying. On the alternate side, if you can alternate, I'm taking Vikings plus 7.5. This should be when you think about parlaying, you want to try to do the closest. I know nothing's perfect, but make it as easy for you to get this win. Y'all know this. I'm just reiterating. So we're going to take Vikings plus 7.5. That 0.5 means a lot. If it comes down to it, I don't think it's going to come down to it. I think Vikings win this game outright. But if the Vikings somehow lose this game, there's no way the Rams are beating them by 8 points. Let me say that again. There is no way the Rams are beating the Vikings by 8 points tonight. I had to get it out. So we're going to take Sam Darnold on the 0.5 interceptions. And then we're going to take Vikings plus 7.5. Should be a super lock. And also to make it the 3rd leg, we're going to take, simple and easy, Warriors money line. Listen, on the straight bet side, we want y'all to win by 4. We want the Warriors to win by 4. But on the parlay side, just win the game. I don't care if it comes down. Just listen to me. Just win the game, Warriors. So we got Warriors money line, Sam Darnold under 0.5 interceptions, and Vikings plus 7.5. And like I say every video, if I had to put my life on 3 picks and my kids' life, that's what I did on the parlay side. So that's the 3-leg parlay. The odds are plus 194, meaning that you double your money, almost triple your money, and then some. So I'll take that. You know what I'm saying? So plus 194 odds, can't beat it. I'm going to post it up here. But yeah, man, that's the picks for the day. We're trying to go for a full sweep. I'm going to catch y'all in the comments, man. 30 out.